Hey friends, you're back for another episode of On the Couch with Fouch. Guys, if you're watching on Facebook, please like the page, comment, share this interview. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you're online, just go to onthecouchwithfouch.com, get signed up for the email so that you don't miss any of the new interviews. We release a new one every month, so make sure you're getting those emails. Guys, I have in a lot of ways, dude, I have a legend with me here. Jonathan Wilburn, thank you so much, man, for being on the couch with Fouch, man.
Thank you for asking me. I've been jealous. I've been asked.
You've been wanting to for so long.
Oh, yes.
But it just never happened. Well, I sent you the invitation, or
Yes.
I sent you a message. I said, hey, man, would you like to be on?
Absolutely.
And you were so kind to say, yes, I want to do it. So thanks for taking time out. I know it can be a long week here at NQC. So thanks for drinking your energy drink before you came for this.
I really did.
And for being here.
I had a 5-hour energy.
So you're good to go. This
Yes.
may be a long episode, guys, so buckle up. We're in for a good one. Jonathan, you have, I don't know how many years you've been singing. You have quite the history with gospel music. And like I've said in many of the other interviews, when I put out there on Facebook that I'm going to be interviewing somebody, a lot of times there's kind of most people kind of ask similar questions. And a lot of people were asking for you. They were asking about your experience in gospel music. You know, they're asking about your family. Sure. They're asking about Gold City. They're asking about all that stuff. So, man, give these people the rundown on your time in gospel music. Give them the little bit of shortened version, because I know there's a lot that's happened to you in your time in gospel music.
It has. I started singing sitting next to my mom in church, and my dad said, "Hey, you know, let's gather around the piano." Me and my two brothers. My mom began to sing, and next thing you know, Dad had us singing at nursing homes and everywhere else, funeral homes, goat ropings, you know, hog killings, and
those are the places to sing for sure.
We did. We sang everywhere, and so then we got really busy, more than just regional. So my brothers dropped out; they didn't want to travel, so I hung with it, and we recorded our first album called "Reporting for Duty." It was on the Harvest Eddie Crook label. Okay. And that had a couple of hit songs on it and got us kind of going. And that was about 1986. And then around, I would say 88, 89, we hired a young man by the name of Tony Gore. And we recorded a live album called Alabama Lightning. And it had a hit song called God's Promised Land. And I remember singing it for the first time at the Municipal Auditorium. It was nominated in the top 5 songs of the year. And we sang that. That was my first experience at National Quartet Convention. And so that progressed. Me and Mom and Dad, I sang there till 1996. And then I took the lead singing position with Gold City and stayed there for 12 years. And I came off the road. I just kind of, need a little time to regroup. Plus, my daughter was playing volleyball in college, and I followed her all over the country for 3 years playing volleyball. And she was an incredible collegiate athlete. And then after 3 years, my son and I started singing together for 6.5 years. He decided to stay home with his 1-year-old and 3-year-old, and so
here you are.
Here I am. Day Wynn said, "Hey, cut a record. We'll do solo," and I've got my brand new album, and
I'm curious.
Next year at NQC,
are you looking
my
for
torso.
another quartet job, or are you happy with the solo
I'm
stuff? I'm
happy with the solo thing. You know, I'm not saying if the right thing came along and I could work it into my schedule that I wouldn't do the quartet thing, but I really like my freedom to be able to spend with my wife and my grandchildren. Right. And I like camping and hunting and fishing and I like it being free. Right. Yeah.
Give these people, and I don't know. Obviously, we've had a lot of different people watching these episodes. Give these people your favorite memory of your family group, the Wilburns.
Oh my goodness!
Because a lot of these people watching may not. They've been done singing for a little while. A lot of them may not even have heard them. Potentially, I mean, I don't know.
Well, my dad passed away in 2011, and I guess the favorite memory that I would have of my mom and my dad singing is a funny memory. Is that okay to say?
Absolutely, yeah.
And some of you may have heard the Comer Wilkerson story. I don't know.
I don't know that I have. So
well, we had a hit
this
song out called "Coming Out of the Wilderness," and we were in a little, kind of a large church in North Carolina. A radio station promoted it, and they played the single. And Dad got down to the end of the concert, and he said he wanted to have prayer, and if anybody had any requests. Well, he was talking about sickness and stuff like that. Well, the audience there took it as song. So there was a guy, and I remember I'm standing there. I played the bass at the time, and I'm standing there with my bass, and I'm just listening to that MC. And this guy said, "Yeah, I want to hear 'Coming Out of the Wilderness.' Y'all haven't sang that tonight." And Dad said, "Yes, I hear that." And so Dad said, "Is anybody else?" And there was a guy in the back there, and he said, "Yeah, I want to hear 'Coming Out of the Wilderness.'" And Dad said, "I hear that. Praise the Lord." Yes. The guy up in the balcony, "I want to hear 'Coming Out of the Wilderness.'" Well, when he said that, I was already on it, I was, well, who is this? And I started singing it, went right into the chorus and the verse because I led on it, and I thought I was doing a great thing by just jumping on it. And man, I'm sitting there singing it, and I feel, Mom pinch me. And I'm like, golly, what's going on here? I feel like I'm in, church with Mom in the pew and everything. And then I just kind of look back, and Mom's sitting there going, And I'm like, what have I done? Well, I sang the song, and Dad just dismissed, and they went straight to the bus. I went to the record table. Tony Gore was there, and I said, "Tony, what's going on?" And he said, "I don't know." So I said, "Well, you hang out here at the table. I'm going to go find out what's going on." So I get on the bus. I get up on the bus. Daddy's got his Bible out, and Mom was over there about half crying, and I said, "Okay, guys, what is the problem?" And Mama said, "Out of all the disrespectful things, for you to interrupt your dad having an altar of prayer for Comer Wilkerson." And I said, "Who?" And Dad said, "Comer Wilkerson. That man has to be sick because there's 3 requests for prayer." I said, "Dad, they were requesting coming out of the wilderness." He went, "Oh my goodness, son, I almost had an altar service for a fictional man." And he almost did. He almost had an altar service for Comer Wilkerson.
God bless you, Brother Comer, if you're watching today.
If you're out there.
We hope your sickness has gotten better and the Lord has healed you.
But I've always wondered, what if I had not sang the song? And we'd got in the altar, come on down, and Lord help Comer Wilkerson,
We would have had this camp meeting service for Brother Comer.
Yes, for Brother Comer.
That's awesome. I hadn't heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So now that you've shared one about the Wilburns, share your favorite memory. And this is actually a question from Cody Andrews. Thank you for your question, Cody. Share your favorite Gold City memory.
Gold City memory. I've got my favorite performance memory is Bill Gaither. I was getting my makeup done to do the shoot we were doing in Indianapolis. Let me get all this right. And I was in the poof poof. I call it the poof poof because the main characters get the real makeup, and the guys who are just sitting around, they're like, boom, boom, see ya, And
they get you done real
so
quick.
I'm sitting there in the thing, and the lady's just kind of poofing and putting the stuff on me, and Jonathan Martin's sitting down here. Well, I hear somebody say Jonathan. Well, it was Bill Gaither, and he was, and I was like, he didn't know me, and he's Jonathan, and I was like, it's not me, and finally Jonathan Martin went, "Jonathan, he wants you." I said, "Oh, okay." So I jumped up, it's Bill Gaither. I walked over to his chair, and he said, do you know that song, the old Statesman song, "Oh My Lord, What a Time"? I said, "Why, yeah." Honestly, I did not know the song from Adam's House Cat. And I was like, "Yeah, love it." He went, "Well, you're doing it today." I said, "You got it, Bill. No problem." I walked straight out of that room. I went and found Wesley Pritchett. And I said, "Wesley," I said, "Man, I just want to familiarize myself with that song. Have you got it on CD?"
No.
And so Wesley said, "Yeah, man." So I go up in the hotel room and learn it. And so we get on the set, and from this old world, I'm gonna live with Christ, and then we'll shout, we'll sing. Well, that was awesome because it was Glenn Payne and Jack Toney and Jake S. and all those guys.
Yeah.
And we're cutting up, and that was my heroes. That was incredible. But the funny part of it is before from this old world, I got to that point, and the first time I went blank, forgot it, completely forgot it. And Bill acted like nothing happened. He went, do it again, Jonathan, you got this, and then I went into it. Well, I learned my part. From this old world, you're going to live with Christ in the home, we'll shout, we'll sing. And it gets down to all those other little repeating parts.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know those. So I'm out there dancing around going, yeah, hallelujah, whoa, praise the Lord. So,
which fits your personality so well.
So Mark Trammell, we get on the bus, he went, I've never seen anything like it. And I went, what? He went, you'd never sang that song in your life. I went, no, sir, I sure hadn't. I said, but I acted like I did. So, I'm not thinking anything about it. I'm like, well, I got through it. Well, Mark gets on the bus like 2 or 3 months later when they've gone into post-production and everything. And he said, you're not going to believe this. And I said, what? He said, the name of the new Gaither video is Oh My Lord, What a Time.
Got the title cut.
Yes, I got the title cut.
Didn't even know the song.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Hey.
You know what? Actually, that leads me into a question that I had from Ruth Hebert.
Sorry, Bill.
And she said, what's the key for all that energy?
Oh, my goodness. I've always been an energetic person. I used to be a lot more athletic than I am now. And I don't know. When I get on stage, it's just like, I don't know if you ever played football or sports or anything. I played football, and, I'd go out, I'd be real nervous before the game. I've even thrown up before a football game. But you go out in that first lick, and the butterflies are gone. Well, that's the way the stage is to me. I get really nervous sometimes, but then after that first line, and I've got it, and, and then it's just like, okay, all this energy's got to go somewhere. And it's just me.
Just throw it out there.
I can't describe it. I could go into, I do love to praise the Lord, and I love to give everything I got when I sing.
I am who I is.
I am who I am. I'm not a stand there and sing pretty guy.
Yeah.
It's just.
Well, people love the energy. They love your personality. They love your stage presence. They love that.
I hope somebody does.
Because people love energy. They love to see someone having fun, doing what they love to do, and doing what they're called to do. Absolutely. So I know Ruth loves to hear you sing and ask that great question. Thanks for the question, Ruth. We do appreciate it, and great energy on stage, and we love to watch you.
Well, I didn't have that as much with my mom and dad. I went with Tim Riley with Gold City, and Tim, he came up to the bus one time, and I was really struggling to find my place, and he looked me right in the eye and he said, Jonathan, there cannot be another Ivan Parker. He said, you can just be Jonathan Wilburn. And he said, son, I hired you to be you. And he released me just to do what I do. And I've had a lot of great opportunities. My mom and dad and Tim Riley and all the what's the old saying? If a turtle's on a fence post, he didn't get there by himself. So that's me. I'm just a country boy from Tennessee who loves to sing.
Cool.
Yeah.
My next question comes from Christy Hall. Thank you for your question. What are some of the songs on your top 10 playlist?
Woo-hoo.
If you could create a top 10
Gospel?
playlist. I'll tell you, she actually put in the question, any genre.
Any genre.
So you do with it what you like. I got an itch in my eye here. You do it with what you like. If you would like to do just gospel or any genre,
okay,
do what you want. Great question, by the way.
Okay, of course, gospel music's always my favorite. That doesn't, there's nothing that replaces the void that gospel music can fill. But if I'm at the beach, do you know an artist by the name of Christopher Cross?
I do not.
You do not know?
I don't know him, no.
Well, look it up. Sailing takes me away to where I'm going.
All right.
Okay. Sailing, Christopher Cross.
So that's one on the top 10.
Well, it's kind of like in there, kind of.
Let's get like 3 of them that would be on your top 10.
Okay, top 10. I'm gonna go gospel.
Okay.
Rocky Top.
Okay, pause.
That's gospel.
Pause. I interviewed Lauren Talley yesterday. And when y'all are watching this, I'll just be honest. I interviewed them all in the same NQC week. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know when they're all going to release. So Lauren's may not be released yet, or it may have already been out. But I interviewed Lauren yesterday, and she sang Rocky Top
Did she really?
in her interview. I had her sing it.
Yes, sir.
So Rocky Top is on your top 10.
Yeah, well, Rocky Top. Top 10 playlist.
Just give me 3 then.
3 on my top 10
Three
playlist.
of your top 10.
Gosh.
Putting you on the... So we got Sailing, Rocky Top, and pick one more. Achy Breaky Heart?
Achy Breaky. No, I want to
Blue
do God,
Suede
but I've
Shoes.
got so many. I guess...
Poor Man Cried.
This Poor Man Cried. It's a good song.
That is. That's a song that when I hear Jonathan Wilburn, I think of that song.
If I was going to step up and sing 3 gospel songs, and it was my last time to sing, How Great Thou Art,
Okay.
Peace in the Valley.
So far, you're doing a little Elvis tribute here.
Yes. I'm telling on myself. It's a long way to Memphis, baby. Let's see. Peace in the Valley, How Great Thou Art, and Amazing Grace. That's my top 3. Gospel.
That would be your top 3.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
If that was the last
you
3
go, Christy.
songs I was ever going to sing.
Yeah. Normally, I do a thing called Fouch Zone at the end.
Okay.
And I'm not doing that today with you.
Oh.
What I'm going to do is, I've got 8 jokes here written on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And I'm not looking at them, and you're not looking at them. Just pick 4 of them, and then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so now we each have 4 jokes.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to read these jokes to each other. And the first person to laugh loses.
Oh.
Okay? So it has to. It can't be like a little air laugh. It's got to be an actual chuckle.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, it doesn't have to be like a, but at least
more like a.
at least a chuckle to lose. All right.
What else can it not be like?
It
Can't be a. No, it's not that. More like
like George Johnson, my name is Ticklish Reuben from the.
Yes, I love it. Yes, I've been tickled by
All
a
right.
hornet.
You want to go first? Or you want to go second?
I'll go second.
Okay, I'll go first. Here we go. Did you already lose?
No.
You just laughed.
I didn't
I didn't even
laugh.
ask a joke.
I didn't laugh. Hold on a minute. This is. Wow.
What do you call a group of disorganized cats?
I have no idea.
A catastrophe.
Goodness. Why did the tomato turn red?
The fact that you said tomato instead of tomato, I don't know.
Saw the salad dressing.
Okay. Where do you learn to make banana splits?
I don't know.
Sunday school.
Hoppers. How does the ocean say hello?
I don't know.
It waves.
Those are some good ones.
Breathe
Okay.
in. Think of old stuff. Think of it.
I'm thinking of it.
Okay.
Which U.S. state has the smallest soft drinks?
I don't know.
Minnesota.
Golly.
I thought for sure that would get you. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
it was a good one, man. When do doctors get mad?
I don't know.
When they run out of patience.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
This is hard.
Intriguing.
Okay, we've only got one more each, looks like, and I guess we both win if we don't.
Okay.
Why did the melon jump into the lake? It wanted to be a watermelon.
Sorry.
The jokes. I guess you get one last chance.
What do you call a funny mountain?
I don't know. What is it?
Hilarious. That was good. Hilarious.
Those are some good ones.
They are, I'm telling you.
Oh, my cheeks are hurting
Yes.
so bad from trying not to laugh.
Massage.
Those are good ones.
Yes.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed On the Couch
I've had
with
a
Fouch.
great time.
Jokes aside, those were good. Man, and you had some great memories, some great stories. Thank you for sharing your time with me
Thank
and
you.
all of these people here. It's been a blast for me and a privilege to get to interview you. Thanks so much, man.
It's been awesome. Thanks a lot.
Tell the folks where they can catch up with you on social media and online and all that.
You can search Jonathan Wilburn Soloist.
That was a joke. No, I'm kidding.
Jonathan Wilburn Soloist, Facebook. And then you can go to jonathanwilburn.com. There you can find out about my schedule, how to book me through the Becky Simmons Agency, all my products and different things at jonathanwilburn.com.
All right, guys, if you're done laughing, you can go there, check him out. You can also check out all of these interviews. Don't miss any of them. Interviews with your favorite Southern gospel music artist right here on the Couch with Fouch. Have a wonderful day, guys, and until next time.